YouTube, Shuki here with a review of the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Kyutama Gattai 13579 DX KyurenOh. As I bend down to look at the little logo. Yeah, this is our main mecha for Kyuranger thus far, made of the Shishi Voyager, Kajiki Voyager, Chameleon Voyager, Ookami Voyager, and Oushi Voyager. The Taurus, Lupus, Chameleon, Dorado, and Leo constellations, not respectively, I did that out of order, but you know what I mean. So this was released in February 2017 for the price listed on your screen right now. It doesn't include all 5 Kyutama for said Voyager, as you can see right here. It's like, hey, we come with 5 Kyutama, we are worth it. But right here you have Shishi Red, the other 4 up there, the Voyagers. Down there, on the back, you have all of the features of the toy, which is actually fairly robust. There's lots of stuff to cover in this one. It's really cool. I love the way that they fashioned this mecha for sure. And then on this side, you just have the group right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open and take a look. Alright, I thought we'd take a look at the Voyagers first, and we'll take a look at the Kyutama at the very end of the video, because they're all kind of the same-ish. So, here is Shishi Voyager, the big, main, bulky body of all the forms of KyurenOh. And I don't know, I kind of like it. It is very spacecrafty. It is very large. It is large and in charge. At one point in the rumor mill, we thought that this was their actual base. Turns out it is not. Their base is even bigger, but hey. So here he is. Like I say, he doesn't do a whole lot. You can move his claws a little bit. I don't know if his claws ever actually move in the series, but hey, it is a very weird looking robot. I mean, none of the parts really move, so you got these legs sticking out of the back down here. But hey, it is what it is. At least from the very front, it does look like a spacecraft. But his little mouth opens up a little bit. You can see the robot head in there. Very Voltron-esque. But yeah, nothing a whole lot to do in this mode. He does have electronics. And there is a mode strictly for him. So there is the on and off switch right there. There's 3 AAA batteries that go in the compartment right there. So it starts right off with Shishi Voyager's mode. And there is a button right up here by the top of his head, and that will initiate some sounds. And then it will cycle back. So yeah, there are all of Shishi Voyager's noises. Well, pretty cool. I like him. I wish his legs did a little bit of something, like folded into each other or something like that, just to make this a little bit more streamlined. But hey, it is what it is. It's not that huge of a deal. This is a Sentai mech. After all, I'm not expecting Transformers levels of articulation or anything like that. So it is what it is. I love the design. It's neat. So let's move on. Here's Ookami Voyager, my personal favorite of the bunch, just because I'm very biased towards wolves. I really like wolves. So he's very brickish, but they're all very brickish in nature. Again, Sentai mech. But his head does rotate right there. You can take a look at his head. I really like the detail in there. You got some nice fur detail throughout the bulk of the Voyager, which I think looks really cool. Mouth does open. The front paws do not move at all. The back paws move due to transformation. And the Kyutama does not rotate on the leg portions. At least on this guy, he does not rotate. The arm ones do rotate, but it just pops right off, just like that, and then you can pop it back on. So this can be the Voyager while it's in standby mode, just kind of hanging out somewhere. And then the Kyutama comes and they climb into the Kyutama, and then it flies off and then connects to the butt. And there you go. So there is the Kyutama, and like I said, we'll take a look at those in closer detail at the end of the video. But there is the Ookami Voyager. Next up is Oushi Voyager. Very tankish in nature. He's got treads everywhere, which I dig a lot. His little horns are movable. They are independently movable as well, so they're not on a combined joint or anything like that. Head does move up and down because of the leg transformation, and then this swings back and forth again due to transformation. Also, again, this does not rotate, but it does pop off. And then you have the Voyager in standby mode, and then there you go, all powered up and ready to go. So there is the Oushi Voyager. And here's a little Chameleon Voyager. Very small in a very awkward position. I feel like it needs to be like this, and it's looking down, its butt's in the air. I don't really know what it's doing exactly. I think the Kyutama here is supposed to kind of reminisce of like a curled tail of a chameleon, but I don't know what they're trying to do exactly. But this is its base mode. You can see some little hopper legs and stuff down there in the silver paint. Mouth does open and the tongue does come out, and it actually just looks like a wrench, to be honest, but that is a nice little addition as well. So there you go, there is the Chameleon Voyager. Some pretty nice paint and stuff going on throughout Chameleon Voyager. I dig this one a lot. That slides down, again due to transformation. You can kind of see where everything is going with this, and this one does rotate up here, just because of how the arm joints function on KyurenOh, and of course it does pop off. So there you go, with Chameleon Voyager. And then finally we have Kajiki Voyager, the swordfish, and it's probably my least favorite of the bunch, just because I'm not a huge fan of like swordfish designs in general, I guess. Fish are probably my least favorite mecha designs, except for whales, but whales are mammals, but hey, whatever. Maybe is swordfish a mammal? I don't know. Let's start over. And here we have Kajiki Voyager. Probably my least favorite of the bunch, but still really cool nonetheless. It's got a very kind of aerodynamic design that I dig quite a bit, so I feel like it would be a nice aircraft as well as probably a good submarine or something like that, because it is a swordfish. I imagine it'll probably go underwater at least once. Just like Chameleon, the Kyutama portion does rotate, and of course pops right off, just like that. This does move for transformation's sake, but other than that, no other movement in Kajiki Voyager. No mouth movement or anything like that. It always looks like this can move, but it doesn't. It's just because it's two separate pieces. But there you go. So there is Kajiki Voyager, and now let's say the docking and get everyone together. Alright, we're going to start with the base form of KyurenOh that will probably be seen most often in this series. So all you have to do to prep Shishi Voyager is push these little jet things down, fold the arms around like so, and then up here at the head, just rotate Shishi Voyager's head around and plop his mouth down to reveal KyurenOh's face. So there we go with that. Let's go ahead and start with the arms, because I want to emulate the KyurenOh first scene in the series when he didn't have legs yet. So just take Kajiki Voyager. You don't have to do a darn thing with him. Just go ahead and pop him right in. Now, one thing I do want to highlight real quick, I'll highlight it on Chameleon Voyager just for simplicity's sake, is that all the Kyutama, even the normal like attack ones like Boenkyo and stuff here, have a clip at the top. And that clip is what is going to sit into this little clip right here, as well as grip onto the front part of the Kyutama with these little grips right here. So they are in fact nice and secure in there. For Chameleon, you're going to have to bring that down, fold that around, and then pop her in there. And there you have the Chameleon Voyager all docked and ready to go. And if he doesn't really stand like this, but you can have the KyurenOh scene in the first episode's first transformation scene, just kind of flying around space with two arms and a body. So you can go ahead and do that, but let's bring in our legs. So we have Oushi Voyager hanging out over here. To transform him, it is a very simple up of the head and a down of the back, and you are good to go. And that will dock right there. And Ookami, basically a very same as the first situation. To quote Emgo, fold that up, fold that down, and you are good to go. Plop him in right there, and we are done with KyurenOh. And I adore KyurenOh. I just really like the design a lot. The colors mesh very well despite being very vibrant. The Kyutama acting as like the joints of it just sort of highlight everything and bring everything together. So despite the fact that they are 5 different colors, it feels very uniform because of the 5 orbs on the limbs of KyurenOh. So I don't know, it really gels with me. I really like it. It was also one of the first times I've been very, very tempted by the mini plot of the line as well, just to have some smaller versions of this mecha, because I really, really do like it. So really cool. If I do pick those up, I will do a review on the mini plot, so do not worry. That might actually be coming, so we'll see. But yeah, simple articulation. You have a rotate and a rotate, and that is it. No leg articulation or anything, but again, Sentai Mecha, they usually don't have leg articulation or anything like that. And these are toys meant for Japanese toddlers, so hey, it's cool. I don't really care a whole lot. I know what I'm getting into when I buy these, and I like this one a ton. Really, really cool. And one of the coolest things about this, actually, and you can actually pop little Chameleon's tongue out. You can attack with the little wrench. Is the fact that you can mix and match these things. But before that, I want to highlight the KyurenOh sound effects. You just hold down the button up here, and it'll switch to KyurenOh sounds. And you can kind of see these all light up a bit, and it looks really, really cool. I'm going to move my lights away just a bit to hopefully highlight that a little bit more. I like that so much. And this is its final attack. Really cool. From far away, it's a little bit harder to see, but I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera closer, and hopefully we can see those little rangers inside there. So there you go. I like that feature a lot. Now, it makes these Kyutama a bit different than the normal ones. Like we looked at in the Seiza Blaster, the Kyutama that came with the Seiza Blaster had a cool lion head, like in the backdrop here. And with this Shishi Kyutama, you have the ranger sitting in the cockpit. We will take a look at the cockpit set for Kyutama that come out with the little figures that will sit inside, but we'll take a look at that as well. So that is something to keep in mind, that the Kyutama won't all necessarily match with the styles seen with the Seiza Blaster, but I don't think that's a huge deal or anything like that. But we'll see if the Candy Toy ones or whatever have the actual logos in them, or not. We'll see. But yeah, very, very cool. But like I said, the main component of this is the mix and match capabilities. So you can make Kajiki a leg, Chameleon a leg, and these 2 arms, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get right in. Basically, all I'm going to do to demonstrate is to swap these 2, and we will see that. So pop this off right here. And all we're going to do is rotate this and pop the mouth open like so. And for Kajiki, all we're going to do is pop off, rotate, and then this will go like that. So now these are all set in leg mode. To get these into arm mode, we'll pop both of them off and replace them with Kajiki and Chameleon, just so that KyurenOh can stand over here. That's always a helpful thing to do. And for this, all we have to do is rotate the head like so, and we are all set on his arm mode. And as you could probably tell, same thing with him. Just rotate the head so it kind of looks like a hand, and there we go. We have KyurenOh in its kind of other form. I'm not sure if we're going to see these as arms in the series or not. I mean, very obviously looking at them, they are meant to be legs. They are big and bulky compared to how, like, sleek and streamlined Kajiki and Chameleon. It kind of looks like he has little stumpy legs. Because they're just so thin compared to... It's like this one missed leg day compared to the other form of KyurenOh, but... I don't know, I still like it. It's fun. It's fun to have a toy like this sit on your desk and not only look really cool, but to have a lot of fiddleability, as I like to call it. Because you can just pick him up, you can take off the limbs, you could switch them up, swap them around, you can put Taurus down here, I'm sorry, Oushi down there, but keep Chameleon up there and put Kajiki up there, and you could do some mix and match like this and just kind of have a ball with it, really, is what I'm trying to say. Is it's just a fun toy to fiddle with. It's like a transformer that you can transform really quick. That's fun and easy to swap around like that. I don't know why I took Oushi off, but it's really fun. It's fun, it's simple, it's easy to do, and I love that about this thing. I absolutely love that about this thing. So there we go. We are back to the normal configuration for KyurenOh. Now there is one other sound function that I would like to highlight, and that is the Kyutama Roulette mode. And as this goes, you can kind of see it bounce around like that. And you can wait it out if you want to, but if you don't, just hit the button. Oh, okay, we waited it out to the point where it just timed out. But if we activate it again...
Shishi Voyager, go!
So we got Kajiki. I'm not really sure what exactly that is for, but I like to think it's their way of figuring out who gets to initiate the final attack. And that's what I like to think. I'm not 100% sure on that because only 2 episodes have aired, and I don't think they did a roulette mode in either of those 2 episodes. But really cool, like I said. It's a fun toy. And to top it off, we have 4 other Voyagers out right now to mix and match with this thing, which absolutely adds even more to the funability of this. I'm just going to make up words this entire video, but let's go ahead and take a look at these Kyutama. We're not going to really do anything with Shishi, but I just wanted to show it off really quick. It's pretty much the same exact one as the one that came with the Seiza Blaster. So, other than the fact that it has a silver bottom. It's really the only difference. And then we also have the Ranger sitting in the seat. Right there. So pretty cool, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at the other ones. Here is the Ookami. Really like the design on that. That is Kyutama number 3. Pins on that one. And then the Ranger. Hanging out in there. Next up is number 5, Oushi. Really cool bull design. It's really cool. There are the pins on that one. And again, the Ranger design. Next up is Chameleon, one of the cooler looking designs in my opinion, though it kind of looks like it's barfing because of just the way that it looks. It's like a very painted-esque design, so it's supposed to be a tongue, but it looks like it's just vomiting, to be honest, but hey. It is what it is. You can make it kind of... Now it really looks like it's vomiting, to be honest. Oh well. It is what it is. There is number 7, and the pins on the bottom for that one. And the Ranger in the seat for her. And then finally we have Kajiki just hanging out up there, number 9. Just like so. Pins on Kajiki. And then, of course, we have the Ranger in the seat, which you can actually see pretty well right there, kind of hanging out in the back. Hopefully you can see that right now, but these ones are easily the most visible of the hidden printed logos compared to everything else. So let's go ahead. Like I said, we're not going to do anything with Shishi, but let's go ahead and do the transformations and everything for everyone else.
Ookami Kyutama. Tides a change. Ookami. Tides a go. Ookami Voyager. Tides attack.
And I'm not going to bother to do the galaxy or docking because they are the same exact noises as we are all used to. But just know that you can do them. So here is Oushi.
Oushi Kyutama.
Nice purple color.
Tides a change. Oushi. Tides a go. Oushi Voyager. Tides attack.
Next up is Chameleon.
Chameleon Kyutama.
Nice green color for that.
Tides a change. Chameleon. Tides a go. Chameleon Voyager. Tides attack.
And then finally, Kajiki.
Kajiki Kyutama.
Yellow.
Tides a change. Kajiki. Tides a go. Kajiki Voyager. Tides attack.
And there we go with all of the four new... No! Done. Of all four of the new Kyutama available with KyurenOh. So really cool. Just real quick, if you do not want to buy KyurenOh but still want these Kyutama, like I said, there will be Candy Toy and Gashapon versions available in the very, very near future. So I'm not sure what pictures those are going to have, whether they're going to do the Rangers again or whether they're going to do a more animal effect like the Shishi Kyutama that came with the Seiza Blaster. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do, but you can get these Kyutama and Candy Toy and Gashapon sets in the future for your collecting needs if you don't want the robots. So there we go. And that about does it for this, but I love this thing a lot. The playability in it is massive, and I love it. I love things that can mix and match. Like the Mix and More figures, as crappy as they were for Power Rangers, I still liked their concept, and I like any sort of mecha line that lets me combine things in different ways. And so right out of the box, you have 4 different Voyager to work with to put in different places. That's a ton of combination possibilities for you to do just straight out of the box. And then with 4 other Voyagers released on the same day, the possibilities are mindlessly endless. Granted, there is a finite number, but it's so big that who really cares? It's just really fun. They're a great group to have sitting on your desk. Like I said, the fiddleability of them is tremendous, just to mix and match them quickly or change one around to a leg and all that fun stuff. Plus, it comes with 5 Kyutama, which is always a nice little bonus as well. Plus, you have the whole light up feature for the Kyutama as well to easily see those pictures, which will be available in the photo gallery for this for the older Kyutama. But really, really cool. I love this toy a ton. And if you're on the fence, I definitely urge you to jump the fence, pick this guy up. You are sure to love the heck out of it, at least in my humble opinion. So that about does it for this review. Let me know which of the 5 Voyagers you like the most in the comments down below. And of course, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.